Alright, so here we are at the start of the FC26 Manchester City Career Mode. Let's not waste any time, let's jump straight into this Career Mode. Check out the team that's gone for a massive overhaul this season and get into our first Career Mode of FC26. Now, if you're going to enjoy it, drop a like and subscribe. That's what under 2,000 subscribers. All help getting this, greatly appreciated. Let's get into the series and hopefully take Man City back to the best and win them another Champions League and more domestic trophies along the way. Alright, so here is the Manchester City team we have at the start of this series, and one thing I thought I'm going to show you is we have put Marmoush and Shirky out injured for a month to kind of replicate their injuries IRL, put them both out injured for a month, so they're going to come back after the transfer window basically. Well, they're going to be back before the first games of the season, but they are injured for a while and just going to have it be, basically they're not going to play the first games of the season to kind of keep it more realistic as, I kind of want it to kind of be more realistic here, this series to start the game off with. Obviously, we do have a great team here. So, like, in terms of improvements, right back is a big issue for Man City right now. So, as we know, we need to sign a new right back. Rico Lewis is more of a midfielder, and occasionally this kind of makes a lot of errors at right back. But one player that's been doing quite well in that role recently is Kushinov, who played obviously there recently for Man City and has been doing quite well in that position. But it just take like 150 weeks to become a right back in this game for whatever reason, so I can't do so. So he's going to be stuck as a centre back right now in this team as well. Though we have some great players. Savinho was a player that was linked away, ended up staying as a player that Man City do not want to leave or let go of because he's a big player for us. And Trafford came in to be a first-team goalkeeper, and he's only 76 overall in this game. How is Trafford only 76 overall? The best goalkeeper in the Championship last season. He should at least be 80 rated. It's insane that he's only 76 overall. This is actually such a criminal rating for him. But also we do have Donnarumma in goal, who came in to be the new number one. If you wonder why Aitner is not injured, that's because it's, from what I read up, he's going to be back from injury pretty soon, so that's why I didn't give him an injury to similar John Stones. Let's get into this series. We're not going to make any transfers right now. I'm going to leave that up to you guys down below to suggest players. I'm going to test out the authentic gameplay and this lineup and the way the team is set up just normally in game. I'm not going to change anything going into it. Let's get into our first games of the season and hopefully start off with some big wins here in FC26. And well, for my first game of FC26, there's going to be post-commentary for this one because for some reason my audio wasn't recorded, but I can see that's what we lined up for this game against Wolves. In real life, we picked up a fairly easy victory away at the Molyneux against them and tried to replicate that in this game. As you'll see here, we're playing some great football, but not a suffer from range, so denied. But Jose sort of a good save there to keep it level. And later in the game, we had the fairly dominant possession, or domination of possession in this game, as you would expect. A ball there through to Haaland, and we would score, but it would be ruled out as offside, as Reinders would be denied of an assist there on his debut for Haaland. But we then go on the counter-attack again here from a corner, with Doku using his agility, his speed and his pace and ability, but there is good defending from Agbadou to stop Haaland. And this game just felt kind of like end-to-end, kind of just really no team getting a break, but I saw Sean Larson there put it wide. Now ball through there to Haaland, who would put it in the back of the net there, and a great assist there from Charlie Reinders, I believe it was, who got the assist, and Haaland would open his account for the season with that goal there away at a Molyneux to put us 1-0 up in this one. A great finish there from him, and that is my first goal of FC26. Rather annoyingly, like I said, it's post-commentary. For some reason my audio wasn't recorded as I was recording this episode for this first game, but it is for the rest of it. I can assure you of that one, as I made sure it was. With Foden here would come forward to try to get a second, and Haaland would be denied by Jose Sa. A good save there. A ball through to Reinders, and Sa again would deny the Dutchman from scoring this one to try and replicate what he did IRL, but then get forward again here with Reinders shot from range. Jose Sa denies him for a second time in this game as he tried to get a goal, but Hugo Brenner there would almost catch us off guard there with Donnarumma thankfully paying attention as he tries to creep in and their post. It was interesting there from him, and Reinders over the top would play a wonderful pass to Erling Haaland. That pass there from Reinders was incredible. When I played that pass, I was just kind of like expecting it to be like FC25 where it would get blocked by the defender, but it actually went up and over the defender into Erling Haaland for him to actually score. Usually that would go straight into the defender there. It would have been blocked and that would be end of the attack. But in this game, seemingly, passing does work, and Haaland, touch wood, passing does work. Haaland would make it 2-0, and then Vlasic would come in the attack here for Wolves. I can see linking it with Matessi in midfield, gets a shot away but near post, and it ain't going to trouble Donnarumma in net as it would go wide fairly comfortably. And late in this game, Reinders again would get another shot away, but Jose Sa would deny him of getting a goal for himself and Wolves, tried to get a goal late on there, but we end up getting a 2-0 victory at the Molyneux, a fairly dominant win. Let's get into our next game up against Spurs, which will be live commentary. And here we are, the second game of the season up against Spurs. So this game we did lose IRL, so we're hoping to get one better than the team did IRL and beat Spurs here up against Thomas Frank's team and hopefully get the 3 points. Let's get into this one for our first home game of the season at the Etihad and hopefully, like I said, do better than Pep Guardiola at IRL and actually beat Spurs here in this one. Alright, so we'll go ahead. And one thing I did notice is that the audio for the first game in terms of my commentary didn't get recorded, so I'm going to have to do post commentary over that, which is quite annoying. But one thing I have done is turn the AI build-up speed up to 70 and also the tackle aggression up a little bit, so more challenges go in and make it a bit more realistic. But Doku, chance of yeah. Maybe we're going to try not do that as much of him now after that shot went very, very skyward there. Foden is onside. And Foden now sits under the defender, plays it back to Erling Haaland, who's cleared out there by the Spurs defender, and that's apparently not going to be a free kick. Ski. Right, Nuri, there we go. I was thinking about playing Kushinov in defence of this game, but I thought we'll bring off the bench at some point if we need to. Haaland here, get into the box, we're going to cross it in. Haaland, he wins the header but can't get it back to Man City player. There's Reinders, so intercepting in midfield. Foden on a run again here is the Englishman Foden. What a quiet game against Wolves, but so far it's been lively in this one. Haaland blocked by Mickey van der Ven. Lewis now blocked there by Udogie. That's going to be a free kick for us though, in a good position to cross this one in, maybe looking for Haaland. And Haaland's somehow on free kicks, not too sure how that's happened, but he's not going to be taking this. It's going to be Foden if anyone's actually hitting this, but you know what, let's test out Foden's free kicks. Why not? It's early on in this game. If this doesn't go in, it doesn't go in. Foden from the free kick, can he score? 29th minute, Foden. Rafael. Well, wasn't I expecting to see in the Spurs team? I see no Sheffield Simmons starting. That's cleared by Ruben Diaz. Haaland should be able to win this header up against Romero, and he's done so, and he finds Doku, who gets inside there. Jeremy Doku charging through. Can he make it 1-0? Doku hits and Doku strikes. Count Doku scores here for us. The Belgian makes it 1-0, and I'm hoping my commentary is actually being recorded right now, because obviously for the first game it didn't do so for whatever reason. The audio just cut out and didn't record, which is actually quite annoyed me, not going to lie. I'm going to have to do post commentary over that in the editing process, but Doku here strikes. Jess Spence couldn't stop him. Mickey van der Ven couldn't get there in time, and the Belgian scores and makes it 1-0. How did AI do on kickoffs? Against Wolves, they did look a bit OP from kickoff again, but we managed to stop them. Saw to Rafael. Kalamawani. There we go, good defending. Giving the ball here by Pat Saw, but Leao coming forward against Rico Lewis. And Lewis, what a challenge that is against Rafael there, winning the physical battle against him. Wouldn't happen IRL, but he does there. Bernardo. Oh, just a little bit. Wait, Haaland might be onside. Haaland, he was offside, okay. There's Leao, can't let him shoot. There's Leao cuts inside here. Kulusevski shoots, Donnarumma will save. That's going to be hopefully won by Rodri, and it is. Spurs now turning up the pressure here. But we obviously don't crack under pressure. We do well to break through the defensive lines that they have. And Foden has found some space. Foden to double the lead and has done so. And like I said, we don't crack under the pressure. We are made under the pressure. And Foden doubles our lead. I'm going to bring on Savinho in a second, I think. Put him down the left. And maybe Oscar Bob down the right to give him some game time in this one. It's great play there. Bernardo Silva with an assist. Bernardo Silva feels incredible in this game, by the way. He feels great in that midfield role with the tiki-taka plus and the dribbling. And he always is a pretty good player in game. But we make it 2-0 here against Spurs. Obviously doing a lot better than Man City did IRL in this one. As well, at this point, Man City were losing. Let's bring on Bob. Let's bring on Savinho. And also maybe let's bring on Kushinov at centre-back instead of Ruben Diaz, I think. Yeah, let's bring on Kushinov at centre-back. Xavi Simons. It's going to be won there by Rico Lewis. Love that from him. And Oscar Bob goes through. We're going to keep playing. Oh, that's going to be a free kick as Mickey van der Ven would have stopped us, and that's going to be a yellow card for Udogie. Here they come in the attack here. Like I said, Spurs have looked good at like moving forward. They just haven't really got many shots away. But here's Xavi Simons. Here's Dunwalder to get inside. Simons here back to Kulusevski. Blocked today by Reinders. There's good defending from Reinders. And Rodri can get it out. Bernardo Silva, that's a great pass through. That was meant for Oscar Bob, but it's going to go to the other Norwegian in Erling Haaland. Oh man, the then blocks that pass. So you saw the vision there to find Savinho. Xavi Simons. Ahmed Kudus to Colin Mawani. Ball back stick. Rafael hits the crossbar. Haaland through to Bob, but there's a Doji. And the game should be done. It's another 2-0 victory, another clean sheet for us. And they did attack more. Spurs in this game, they did attack. You saw they looked good going forward at times. But we didn't concede a goal. They came close to scoring with that header from Liao hitting the crossbar. And we take another lead. Well, we take another win here against Spurs. And like Rowan did lose this game. And further what a game he had. It was lively in this one. It was a fairly quiet game against Wolves. But in this one, he was the orchestrator of many attacks. But as you can see right now, Spurs only got 2 shots away. Donnarumma somehow man of the match though. Okay, interesting. But Doku, Foden, great games from them. And overall good performance on this team. And for the final game of today's episode here on Deadline, we're going to take on Brighton here away from home with us. You can see a slight rotation for the team. Trafford's going to get a game in goal. Cushion starts at centre-back and also Savinho and O'Reilly into the team for this game. Let's get into this one away at home at the Amex. And hopefully, like we did against Spurs, rewrite history and beat Brighton here. So with Trafford in goal, we should be pretty much decent in this game now. I'm surprised he's not high rated. Like I said at the start of the episode, he should be much higher rated than he is in this game. They've definitely done his rating dirty with only 76, but it be what it be. Trying to get away through there, but they're blockers. Matoma. Good defending there from Bernardo Silva. See, Bernardo Silva feels incredible in this game. We'll take it, Haaland. Reinders headed away there by Van Heck there. Reinders. Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly. Reinders there to Doku. And Doku here. It's like Doku Iro trying to put a bit of skill, which Joel Voltman defends him. Like a Minte, etc. That'll be a pretty fun team to do. But O'Reilly up against Minte here. It's been done in. Ruta shoots and turns and shoots on Trafford. Makes the save there. The Frenchman gets it forward here to Matoma. Karim Matoma, Georgina Ruta, cushion off, good block there from him. Don't get why it takes him ages to become a right back. Matoma, cushion off, great defending there from him. Karim Matoma. Georgina Ruta, ball through to Matoma and Trafford, what a save. But there we go. Ball inside to Haaland. Haaland. Rodri, Doku. Looking for Haaland here. Haaland at the start of the second half makes it 1-0. Our first attempt on goal. And it's not going to be anyone but him that scores from there. He's not going to miss. And it's Erling Haaland. His third goal of the season. He blanked against, in the last game I believe he did blank it. He blanked in that one. But he scores here. And Haaland here turns inside. Gets a shot away. Rifles it past their keeper. Straight down the centre. But the power took it past the keeper. There's no saving that for him. And Doku with the assist, he's played great to start the season off with. And Haaland puts us ahead here, which was to see. I say ours, as in the one we just had, the only one we've had. When you've got players of quality voting Haaland, all they need is one chance. As here's Spurs, here's Brighton in the attacking Trafford there, good save. Kind of Nunes win it ahead, and then we can't. Matoma to Costulas. Bit of defending needed to do here. Rodri is there though, love that from him. Oh, that pass was meant to go a little bit ahead of Reinders then. A quick 1-2 back to Doku. Ball over the top. Looking for Casillas and Trafford comes out and collects it. His players in this game getting forward. That's good defending there from Chivalio to read it. And Doku. For Haaland. Haaland smashes it goalwards and that's 2-0. And Haaland is inevitable. 4 goals in 3 games from him, 2 braces in this episode. And that pass from Doku was great, by the way. Take nothing away from the pass there. Poked it into the space. Van Heck thought he had it covered, but Haaland was there. And smashes it goal. This finishing feels incredible in this game, by the way. He feels like if you get a shot away with him, there's no stopping it. That's what Haaland feels like in this game. Right now, anyway. We're going to make a few changes there. Bring on Oscar Bob. Let's bring on Foden down the left. See what he can do. Let's bring on Gonzalez for Rodri. And let's also take off Reinders, give Kovacic everyone out in this game. And also Let's bring on Rico Lewis at right back. And Minter could have played a pass there, but he's going to go alone. He's trying to anyway. Ball into the box. It should be Trafford to come out and collect it. He's somehow... That's the first goal I conceded in this game. That is the first goal I conceded in FC26. What just happened? How? Simply, how? Well, start as you mean to go on, I guess. Is it going to be a year of that? That's the question. Hopefully not. That's the first goal I conceded in this game. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. You know, it be what it be. That's actually really funny, man. Holland. Oscar Bob. Inside it to his fellow Norwegian. Foden. Ball in here too. Mateo Kovacic who strikes. And puts another goal up here at the end of the game. I still can't believe the goal I just conceded, man. That was something to say the least. That's definitely. I'm definitely gonna make that a TikTok or something, man, because that is really funny. That's the first goal I conceded in this game. It be what it be, but we're not going to get another clean sheet. But Kovacic later on gets a goal for himself. Foden with the assist and a great finisher by Mateo Kovacic to make it 3-1, a consolation goal for us. Even though we did put in this game, it doesn't really matter. The game was done. It's going to be a 3-1 victory, 3 points in the bag again, and 9 points overall for us so far in the season, which is to see. We're doing better than Man City at IRL right now, which is to see as well. Let's end the episode. Let's look at the money we have and maybe potential transfer we can make next episode. So drop in the comments down below players you want to see me sign. Let's get into the outro here in the menu in a second. But before we do so, I thought I'd show you the stats of this game, because as you can see, we had 3 shots in this game and 3 goals. We took out opportunities that came to us. Obviously, Haaland scoring twice and Kovacic at the end getting a goal. But Brighton played well in that game. They deserved a point, but they didn't get one. And Haaland man of the match. Trafford, despite scoring their own goal, gets a 9.3 rating. I still can't believe that actually happened. Let's get into the menu and do the outro. And we're here at the end of the first episode of the FC26 Manchester City Career Mode. We have 164 million in the budget to spend next episode. So drop in the comments below players you want to see me sign for this team. Obviously, technically we do need a right back, but if it weren't to sign anyone, I would be happy with this team going into the season. This first episode we've looked good. And at right back, Nunez and Rico Lewis have played great. And obviously we do have Kushner who could play there, but he doesn't have the position in game. See, next episode we're going to have Marmoush and Shirky back from their quotation marks injuries in game. I see they were meant to be out injured for a lot longer, but to make it maybe 2 months of injuries. I did 1 month because that's what they're out injured for IRL, but I should have done 2 months to make it more realistic. But they'll be back next episode. So Marmoush and Shirky will get the first games of the season next episode as I've served their injury time, so we can start using them again in the series. And well, we could sell Ortega. We don't need a third choice goalkeeper. We can let him go and bring in some cash by letting the German go. We have Trafford and Donnarumma as our goalkeepers, and I still can't believe that Trafford is only 76 overall in this game. They have done him so dirty with his rating. He should, like I said, should be 79 or 80 rated at least. You know, I mean, he should be definitely have got a big rating boost in this game, but he didn't do so for whatever reason, and he's only a 77 overall right now in the series. But in terms of best performance so far in the team, let's look at the stats and show you who they are. And obviously with the new system in this game, by the way, you can't just give new players new contracts whenever you want. You have to wait for them to come to you, which I don't know how I feel about that. I think that should be a thing you should be able to toggle on and off. Because if I want to give a new contract to a player, let's say, basically Rico Lewis does have a release clause of only 34 million. And right now I can't give a new transfer to him. It says interest shown by Milan, Leipzig and Fulham. So hopefully he doesn't get his release clause paid, because that would be awful for us. But yeah, right now if I were to go to give a new contract, I can't do so. So if his release clause does get hit, he's gone, basically. I just wanted to show you that to end at the end of the episode here. But in terms of best performances, Haaland with 4 goals and 1 assist. Foden, 1-on-1. Okay, surprised he's up there that high, considering it's only got 2 goal contributions. Doku, 1 goal, 2 assists. Mateo Kovacic with a goal at the end of the Brighton game. And in terms of assists, Reinders right now with 2 assists. Doku, Bernardo Silva, Foden, and Haaland with the assists as well. And overall, so far, a great start to the season. Obviously, we don't have lots of Echeverri, putting out on loan us to some other players as well. We could call back the likes of Grealish as well, who's doing great for Everton. But also to keep the sitters realistic, we're going to keep them out for the season unless we needed to call a player back for, in case of an injury, etc. in the squad. Yeah, drop in the comments down below. Players you want to see me sign for this team, and that'll call it for this one. If you guys enjoy it, drop a like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching, and goodbye.